In a recent episode of the Graham Norton Show, the charismatic host, known for his sharp wit, turned his attention to Meghan Markle's latest venture, the As Ever lifestyle brand. Norton, alongside guests Kate Hudson and Ewan McGregor, delivered a scathing critique that left the audience in stitches and raised serious questions about the brand's credibility. This public roasting has further fueled the controversy surrounding Meghan's attempt to rebrand herself in the lifestyle sector. Graham Norton opened the segment by highlighting the confusion caused by the brand's name, As Ever, which coincidentally matches that of an existing clothing company based in New York and New Jersey. He quipped, "You'd think with all the resources at her disposal, a simple Google search could have prevented this naming debacle." This remark not only drew laughter from the audience but also underscored the oversight in the brand's naming strategy. Actress Kate Hudson didn't hold back her thoughts on the brand's originality. She commented, "Rebranding from American Riviera Orchard to As Ever feels like putting a new label on the same old can. Where's the innovation?" Hudson's critique resonated with many who feel that Meghan's ventures lack distinctiveness and fail to offer fresh perspectives in a saturated market. Ewan McGregor added to the critique by questioning the brand's authenticity. He stated, "It comes off as a cheap imitation of what's already out there. Authenticity can't be bought, it has to be lived." McGregor's remarks highlight a broader skepticism about celebrities launching lifestyle brands without a genuine connection to the products or services they promote. The public's reaction to As Ever has been less than favorable. Critics have mocked the brand's name with comments like, "As Ever? Whatever," reflecting a broader sentiment of indifference and skepticism. This backlash suggests that the rebranding effort may have missed the mark in resonating with its intended audience. Adding to the brand's woes, a small Spanish village is considering legal action alleging that the As Ever logo closely resembles their coat of arms, which features palm trees and hummingbirds. This potential legal battle over intellectual property rights further complicates the brand's launch and raises questions about due diligence in its development process. This isn't the first time Meghan Markle's ventures have been publicly scrutinized. Previously, Dame Helen Mirren labeled Meghan's behavior as self-serving, and Norton's show has featured multiple segments where guests openly mocked her initiatives. This pattern of public critique suggests a growing fatigue and skepticism toward Meghan's attempts to establish herself in various industries. The public roasting of Meghan Markle's As Ever brand on the Graham Norton Show serves as a stark reminder of the challenges celebrities face when launching personal ventures. Without thorough research, genuine innovation, and a clear connection to their personal brand, such endeavors risk being perceived as superficial and inauthentic. As the backlash continues, it remains to be seen how Meghan will navigate these criticisms and whether As Ever can recover from its rocky start. If Meghan Markle hoped that her latest rebrand, As Ever, would finally establish her as a lifestyle mogul, she may need to rethink her strategy. The fallout from her public roasting on the Graham Norton Show has only intensified scrutiny, with critics, social media users, and branding experts all pointing to the same conclusion: As Ever is another flop. Despite its sleek visuals and polished messaging, As Ever has been met with widespread indifference, if not outright ridicule. The brand's fundamental flaw seems to be its lack of clear identity. Meghan's previous endeavor, archetypes, failed to gain traction, and American Riviera Orchard faded before it could even take off. Now, As Ever is being dismissed as just another aimless attempt at building a personal brand with no real foundation. A name that lacks distinction. Not only does As Ever share its name with an existing clothing brand, but it also lacks uniqueness. One marketing analyst remarked, "As Ever? As Ever what? It's forgettable, it's vague, and worst of all, it doesn't tell us anything about what Meghan is actually selling." The logo controversy, the potential legal battle over its similarity to a Spanish village's coat of arms, is another example of a poorly researched launch. A failure to properly vet branding elements suggests either arrogance or incompetence, neither of which bode well for a brand trying to establish credibility. A lack of originality, from the product categories to the aesthetic. As Ever appears to be recycling ideas already done better by more established lifestyle brands. As Kate Hudson joked on the Graham Norton Show, this is just another Goop knockoff, but without the charm. Beyond the brand's immediate shortcomings, Meghan's repeated failures in this space are starting to raise a bigger question: does Hollywood even take her seriously anymore? Previous business failures, from the Sussex's struggling Netflix deal to the failed Spotify contract, Meghan's projects have consistently overpromised and underdelivered. Fractured relationships. Public figures who once aligned themselves with the Sussexes, like Oprah Winfrey and the Beckhams, have distanced themselves in recent years, dwindling public interest. With each new venture, public enthusiasm appears to wane further. Social media response to as ever has been overwhelmingly dismissive, with many mocking its pretentious branding. Meghan Markle's latest business venture has once again put her credibility in question. Without a drastic shift in strategy, one that focuses on authenticity rather than rehashed branding, as ever may go the way of its predecessors, quietly disappearing from the public consciousness. Whether Meghan acknowledges these failures or doubles down remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: as ever is anything but a success.